My name is Andy Butler. I'm from Hercules and Love Affair. I am the primary songwriter for the band, and we put together the band about 4 years ago. It happened very naturally in New York City. I was very lucky to become friends with a good person named Anthony Hegarty, and he is very well known to many people from his band Anthony and the Johnsons. And Anthony and I became friends, and we started to write songs together, and then I became friends with a multitude of people in New York, creative people, and one of them is also Kim Ann Foxman, and she is also appears on the new record we have coming out in the end of January called Blue Songs. Anthony does not, but he was very generous on the first record. He gave us many songs. And as the project evolved, new people came into the picture. New people came into my life and provided amazing talent and beauty. One specific Berliner named Heidi Negrot, and she is also a solo artist on B-Pitch Control, which is a great techno label from Berlin. Also a young man named Sean Wright, is a Chicago native, and he lends a very soulful house music voice to the new record. And on the new record we also have a special appearance from Kelly Okereke from Block Party. And we decided to write something of a real fun pop song, and that's kind of what Hercules and Love Affair is right now. Collaborating with Anthony was unlike anything. I mean, it has been unlike anything I've ever done. Anthony is an artist of the highest integrity, I think, and of the highest artistry. He truly pours all of himself into his art. And when he came into the studio to work on dance tracks with me, he did the same thing. He gave all of himself, and I'm so grateful for that. He would dance in the recording booth to the music and feel the music so honestly and authentically, and to watch him just like develop harmonies in his head and hear things in a different way was really astounding. So I loved working with Anthony, and I hope to do more in the future. And Kelly is a very different different approach. He has a very practiced and considered approach to recording. He was very concerned with warming up, getting his voice to the right place, but once we got there, he's very quick to write a very catchy melody, and again, he has a vulnerability in his voice which I very much appreciate and I look for in singers for Hercules and Love Affair. As far as touring with the Gossip, it was like the best tour we've ever done. It was so fun because they are kind of like, they almost are like family, like Beth Ditto is the funniest girl on earth, so she would just make us laugh all the time, and they would come and watch our show and dance for us, and we would go to their shows and dance for them, and we always ate together, and it was a really lovely experience, and I think that hopefully we will do more with the Gossip in the future. The video itself is very inspired by a local cable access TV show in Detroit that took place in the late 80s, early 90s. And the show is called The New Dance Show. It's something like Soul Train or Club MTV, but with a very low budget and with only techno and house music. And if you go to YouTube, you can see clips from this really cool club show that they had, And we love the show. It's amazing because as a DJ you can go watch clips and hear songs, and then you fall in love with them and you want to find them. You know, you have to chase them down. But it's from, you realize it's from the New Dance Show, episode number 4, and it's track number 3. So, you know, it's very much for a DJ insider, but it's very fun for a general audience to watch, you know. It was like a very specific moment in time. And we wanted to recreate that. We wanted to sort of recreate that fun club atmosphere in a sort of intimate setting with something of a lo-fi, rough feeling to it, you know, but with high fashion elements to it, you know. And we did involve quite a bit of high fashion elements. We pulled quite a bit of clothing from various designers and yeah, shoe designers, and yeah, we were very lucky in that sense, you know. We pulled specific things from small boutiques in Soho, one specifically called 7, that has had a very good relationship with the stylist we worked with. Christian Louboutin offered very many shoes, which was really awesome. We had a lot of jewelry from a showcase called Noir, and I mean various other designers, you know. But in general, it was really about dressing up and having a party and just filming it. I chose, there are a couple of reasons that the title is Blue Songs. The most obvious reason is that the centerpiece of the album is a song I sing on, which is kind of one of my favorite songs on the record, and it's called Blue Songs. But I also, as a songwriter, was lyrically using the word blue in so many of my songs, and you know, I felt a little uneasy about that, you know, like, was I repeating myself too much? But in you know, in retrospect, when you've looked at artists in the past, extending as far back as Renaissance artists like Michelangelo, they would repeat the same motif over and over, draw the same drawing over and over and over and over and over, and never tire of it. And I feel the same way. And I think that blue in general, and colors in general, when it comes to lyrics, are very provocative. I think that they evoke different things, different visual images for different people. So some people might imagine blue as a certain time of night, you know. Some people might imagine blue as the color of the ocean. Some people might imagine blue as a sort of cool color. Some people might imagine it as a melancholy color. Some people might imagine it as a soothing color. So it's not just melancholic, but the record does definitely explore a different range of emotion that is in general perhaps a little more blue. Me to ask, what do you want? What do I want you to ask me? What I'm wearing. Okay, right now I'm wearing Gitan, vintage Gitan pants that I got at a thrift vintage store. I'm wearing a scarf that I bought for very cheap, but it's very nice, black and white. What hat do I have on? Oh, I love this hat. I just purchased this hat. It is Kangol, and I just love the color scheme. It's very 70s and in a fun way. I'm wearing a marine sort of flag t-shirt, and I have 2 accessories. Something called a bloodstone, which is a beautiful necklace that supposedly comes from when Jesus was crucified. The blood that dripped on the stone is in the stone, very closely you can see. And then I have a beautiful Rallo watch. So that's what I'm wearing, and that is what I wanted you to ask me.
Okay.